Welcome to the Milford Ultimate Next Gen Towbar installation video for the Subaru Outback. The installation times for a professional fitter and beginner fitter are shown on screen. These are the parts included with the towbar. These are the tools required for the installation of the towbar. We begin the installation by removing the bumper. Open the tailgate of the vehicle and on the left hand side, remove the two trim screws from the light unit. Carefully remove the plastic trim cover over the light unit. Remove the two screws securing the light unit in place. Carefully remove the light unit and then disconnect the wiring harness. Store the light unit in a safe location. Repeat the light unit removal on the right hand side of the vehicle. Remove the trim plug at the top of the rear wheel arch. Remove the three screws connecting the plastic rear wheel arch trim to the bumper. Repeat on the other side. On the left hand side, remove the two trim plugs underneath the vehicle behind the rear wheel arch. On the left hand side, remove the trim plug connecting the plastic rear wheel arch trim, then remove the trim and store in a safe place. Remove the remaining trim plug on the left hand side, underneath the vehicle behind the rear wheel arch. Repeat the procedure for the right hand side. Remove the 5 trim plugs at the rear of the vehicle at the bottom of the bumper. Place masking tape on both sides above the bumper line to protect it from damage. Partially remove the bumper from the vehicle. Disconnect the wiring harness from the bumper. Remove the bumper and store in a safe place. Unclip the sensor from the impact beam. Remove the 3 bolts on both sides of the impact beam. Keep one screw for the mounting of the sensor bracket. Remove the impact beam. This will not be used later and can be discarded. The muffler will need to be removed to allow access to the chassis rail. Remove the 2 bolts and nuts connecting the muffler to the vehicle. Disconnect the rearmost rubber plug connecting the muffler to the vehicle. Disconnect the forwardmost rubber plug connecting the muffler to the vehicle. Carefully remove the muffler and store in a safe place. Remove the 4 screws connecting the heat shield to the vehicle, then remove the heat shield and store in a safe place. Remove the 3 rubber trim plugs from the chassis rail on both sides. Familiarise yourself with the 3 mounting holes that will be used to secure the side plates in place. Insert the side plate into the chassis rail, then secure it in place using 3 M12 bolts. Lightly tighten at this stage. Repeat on the other side. Lift the main bar and lock it into the side plates. Secure the main bar to the side plates using M12 bolts and M12 nuts. Tighten the bolts and nuts. On the left hand side, secure the sensor bracket to the top left impact beam mounting hole using the original screw. Attach the sensor to the sensor bracket as shown. Tighten and torque the bolts and nuts connecting the side plates to the main bar to the recommended torque level on screen. Tighten the bolts connecting the side plates to the chassis rail. Torque the bolts to the recommended torque level on screen. On the back of the bumper, move the wiring harness up to the top half so it cannot be damaged by cutting the bumper. Flip the bumper over and apply masking tape in the location shown. Find and mark the centre of the bumper using the design feature in the bumper as shown. Measure 185mm from the bottom of the bumper using a measuring tape and mark the location, in the centre and on both sides as shown. Mark a line across the marked locations. Mark a line down the centre of the bumper. Measure and mark 45mm from the centre line on both sides. Mark a line down the marked 45mm lines as shown, on both sides. Measure and mark 10mm in from the top corners to find the locations for the hole saw. Carefully drill a 20mm hole in the marked corner locations using a 20mm hole saw. Carefully cut out the marked area using a multi-tool. Remove the cut area and file away the rough edges. Remove the masking tape. Replace the bumper back on the vehicle in reverse order to the removal, making sure to reconnect the wiring harness back onto the vehicle. Affix the Towbar information label in a conspicuous location on the inner panel of the driver's door opening. You have now finished installing the Ult1Mate Next Gen Towbar for the Subaru Outback. Enjoy your towing.